Worst title fights in UFC history. This shit happens a lot, so let's take a look at some of the worst fights we've seen in recent UFC history. Number 1, Justin Gaethje vs. Paddy Pimblett. Is this the least skilled title fight we've ever seen? Since Ilya's getting divorced, he's stepping away from the belt, and the UFC schedules Paddy vs. Justin for the interim championship. Looking at the lightweight top 5, they give it to the number 4 and 5 contender, who neither of them deserve it at all. Paddy's coming off a win over Michael Chandler, who's washed as fuck, and Gaethje's coming off a win against Fiziev again. Anyways, they book Holloway Oliveira 2 for the BMF title to keep number 2 and 3 busy, and Dana essentially tells Arman to go fuck himself. And voila, we're left with Gaethje vs. Pimblett, the least skilled title fight in recent history. But there's been so many bad ones. Leon Edwards vs. Colby Covington. The ultimate point match. Even after Colby told Leon that your father is in hell, he still opened as a -135 favorite, and the fight was as boring as you can imagine. They played the game of who can touch the other guy more. Leon tapped him the most times and won the belt in the most underwhelming decision we've seen, but it was what everyone expected. Number 3, Jon Jones vs. Stipe Miocic. Jon Jones decides to have his first title defense against 42-year-old and 9th-ranked contender Stipe Miocic, who hasn't fought in 3 years since Francis's attempted murder. Look at this fucking knockout he's recovering from. Imagine this happening to you and you have to step in the octagon again and it's against fucking Jon Jones. Jesus. All of this was happening while Tom Aspinall was the current interim champion. But somehow, they skipped over him to go all the way down to the number 9 guy in Stipe Miocic. As expected, Jon Jones beats the shit out of Stipe. He low-key got his boxing exposed and showed that he was very hittable, especially when the opponent is a 42-year-old white dude named Stipe. But Jon beats the shit out of him and even ends it with this crazy-ass spinning back kick and wins the fight everyone knew he would. Merab O'Malley 2. Their first fight wasn't close at all, so I don't know why anyone thought the second fight would be close. Nobody wanted to see it. It was an utter domination from Merab, and he got his second finish ever. That's how lopsided this fight was. Merab actually won by finish. This fight was so useless, but at least it was quick and added to Merab's resume as the bantamweight GOAT. Volkanovski Lopez 2. They already fought once. It was an awesome fight. Volk won it fair and square. Nobody wants to see this rematch. It doesn't do anything for Volk's legacy. They should have given him a legacy fight and a new fresh contender like Movsar Evloev, the number 1 contender, or Lerone Murphy, who's coming off a crazy knockout win. Instead, they give him Lopez again. This doesn't do shit for his resume or his legacy. This is a bummer of a fight to give Volk, especially when he only has a handful of fights left. This might even be his last one, and it's against Lopez again? The fuck? Anyways, an even worse fight was Sean O'Malley vs. Chito Vera 2. Chito is coming off a win over Pedro Munoz and gets a title shot? What the fuck? And this fight goes exactly as you can imagine. O'Malley beats the shit out of Chito. You can even hear this knee through the screen right now. That shit was disgusting. O'Malley wins in dominant fashion, and honestly, even though this fight was useless, it was very fun to watch O'Malley get into flow state and show how artistic his striking can be. Pantoja Asakura. This fight is fucking ridiculous. Pantoja runs through the entire flyweight division and has nobody left to beat. So they bring in Kai Asakura from some Asian fighting league where he's literally fighting MMA in a boxing ring. And they think that he's going to fuck with Pantoja. Absolutely insane. Pantoja beats the shit out of him and makes quick work by submitting him in the second round. Yeesh. I don't know what the UFC was thinking. They didn't have many options, but they've given Pantoja too many bullshit fights. What am I missing?